This week's tip is why real estate is a great side hustle. And we wanted to get this out there because we know creating wealth, everyone wants to be wealthy, Tim, but you need something else than your job. And Tim, it can be stocks, it can be shares, you could be investing in
Could be a
Bitcoin,
business.
could be a business, but we believe in real estate and we want to tell you why it's the perfect side hustle. First off, is that you can scale your cash flow through different strategies. We love real estate because of this. And you know what? There's many ways, like rent to own. We're going to be talking about that. Lease options, Airbnb. You can Airbnb properties. You can put furniture in there and have furnished apartments and charge more. You could do student rentals, Tim.
You can do rent to own.
You can do rent to own. And, you know, student rentals right now are $1,100 a room in a good property. So you can really bump up your cash flow by doing different strategies and doing a strategy that you like.
Yeah. Another way you can use it as a perfect side hustle is you can add value to your units. And you can borrow money from those units to add value to it, so you're not using any of your own money.
Yeah, we love that. So forcing appreciation, doing the renovations, and then going back to the bank, Tim, and borrowing money after it's done, it becomes tax free because you're borrowing the funds. You're not selling the property, and you would only borrow enough funds that the rent still cover those costs, Tim. And you could use those funds to go on a vacation or you know, many things. We've used it to buy bigger homes or more investment properties. You could buy a nice car if you want to, or lease a nice car. So there's many options out there that are tax-free that you can get the money out. And that's, Tim, I love that for a side hustle that, you know, you're not paying tax on those funds. The next reason I want to tell you guys something about investing in real estate, you don't have to be passionate about it. We do have passionate investors, but you know what? You don't have to be passionate, but real estate will give you what you're passionate about. And Tim, we always ask our investors, what's your why? And if you have a why, you can pick up real estate and let it sit there. The last thing we want to talk about is that you earn money while you sleep. The three rates of return, which is the mortgage getting paid down, the tenants are paying that mortgage, the property going up in value. We calculate ours on about 3.5%. This year, Tim, we're at about 8-9% growth, I think, in Calgary.
Yeah, 6.5.
6.5.
Yeah.
Last year was more like 10%, but we just factor in 3.5%. And on a $400,000 home over 25 years, that translates to $1 million in growth.
One more thing we missed right here is you can do as little or as much as you want. So as a side hustle, you can be doing more than one real estate investment strategy at the same time. You can do renovations while you're doing an Airbnb. You can do flipping while you're doing rent to own. You can do all these strategies at the same time, or none at all. Yeah. That's the good thing about it, making it a side hustle.
Yeah, you don't even have to manage your properties. I mean, Crew Property Leasing looks after that for our investors, but you know, at the end of the day, you can do as little or as much as possible as you want. So that's why we believe real estate is the perfect side hustle. If you want to learn more, subscribe to our Crew TV. There's plenty of other tips on there to get you started in real estate.
Yeah, so that's our tip of the week.